Hello, how are you? I'm Fred Syriax. I want to tell you about Springboard. Springboard is a charity that helps thousands of young disadvantaged people get into training, education, and full-time employment within the hospitality industry. I've been very fortunate to work with Springboard for a number of years now on many different campaigns and initiatives, including National Waiters Day, which we launched with NPS a few years back. Now, before you are able to show off your knowledge in the quiz, I want to show you a short video, one of the many thousands of success stories that Springboard has helped to create. Enjoy and good luck with the quiz.
When someone sits you down, looks you in the eye and tells you your own mum doesn't want you anymore, it breaks you. I was emotionally hurt by the way that my mum had just decided to ditch me just like that, and I had no one there to help me get through it. I just couldn't understand why my family didn't want me. I was devastated. I was mostly hiding myself away in my room, not really talking to anyone, and I was mostly planning on ways to commit suicide. Things started to look up though, as I was in a new foster home. They made me feel like I was part of something that I hadn't been part of for most of my life. They made me feel like I was included. I started finding out that my foster dad had started reading my diary, so I started hiding my emotions away again, and it ended up getting so bad that I tried to jump in front of a car. I started talking to a staff member at a school who helped me through it a lot, and started to feel that something better was in store for me. That was Springboard. I was offered a 3-week course with 2 weeks work experience in a kitchen at Hilton Hotel. Life feels brighter. Springboard has given me a chance to be happy again, and now 6 months on, I'm an apprentice at the Hilton Hotel. I can honestly say I haven't felt so much love and happiness. I'd like to say thank you for Springboard for not giving up on me and giving me the opportunity to actually put things in perspective and give me a new reason to keep going in life.
Hello, how are you? I'm Fred Syriax. I want to tell you about Springboard. Springboard is a charity that helps thousands of young disadvantaged people get into training, education, and full-time employment within the hospitality industry. I've been very fortunate to work with Springboard for a number of years now on many different campaigns and initiatives, including National Waiters Day, which we launched with NPS a few years back. Now, before you are able to show off your knowledge in the quiz, I want to show you a short video, one of the many thousands of success stories that Springboard has helped to create. Enjoy and good luck with the quiz.
When someone sits you down, looks you in the eye and tells you your own mum doesn't want you anymore, it breaks you. I was emotionally hurt by the way that my mum had just decided to ditch me just like that, and I had no one there to help me get through it. I just couldn't understand why my family didn't want me. I was devastated. I was mostly hiding myself away in my room, not really talking to anyone, and I was mostly planning on ways to commit suicide. Things started to look up though, as I was in a new foster home. They made me feel like I was part of something that I hadn't been part of for most of my life. They made me feel like I was included. I started finding out that my foster dad had started reading my diary, so I started hiding my emotions away again, and it ended up getting so bad that I tried to jump in front of a car. I started talking to a staff member at a school who helped me through it a lot, and started to feel that something better was in store for me. That was Springboard. I was offered a 3-week course with 2 weeks work experience in a kitchen at Hilton Hotel. Life feels brighter. Springboard has given me a chance to be happy again, and now 6 months on, I'm an apprentice at the Hilton Hotel. I can honestly say I haven't felt so much love and happiness. I'd like to say thank you for Springboard for not giving up on me and giving me the opportunity to actually put things in perspective and give me a new reason to keep going in life.
Good evening, everybody. Let me just get this right. 20. I'll do 27. No. 10, 15, 25, 27. Yeah, we'll do 27. There we go. Right, we're up and running. Good evening, everybody. How are we? I dressed up. Although I've just sort of been told by someone that I look like I've just come out of court. But how? Yeah, just sort of decided that, you know, if we're all going to dress up, this is what I generally would wear if we're going for a smart night out. So apart from the fact that I really should have ironed my shirt. But good evening, everyone. Welcome along. If you're just sort of joining us for the first time tonight, you're probably wondering what on earth is going on this evening. But with Alex, who helps us in the background, decided what a lot of people have been dressing up on a Saturday night. So we thought we'd join in and set a theme. And tonight we went with something simple, which is come on out, dress as if you were going out tonight. So yeah, thanks, Alan. That's exactly what I was thinking. That yeah, I look like I got 3 months for good behaviour. So sorry, mother-in-law just sent me a message out the corner of my eye. Your hair does not look as long in real life. Yeah, thanks for that, Jill. So yeah, hello to my mother-in-law. Yeah, good evening. Welcome along to everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope you're all well, and etc. So the name's J Bond. Oh, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Not quite sure if I could get away with that, but yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, so if you are new around here, we get started in just over 25 minutes time with the first question, but we always start a bit earlier, have a bit of a chat with the live chat and stuff, and go through a few bits and pieces, explain how things work, and basically also make sure everything is working as well, which is always handy. If you've been with us for the last 13 weeks, you know things don't necessarily work out very well, but we always get there in the end. For those of you asking, no gin tonight, because I thought if we're going out, I'd always drink what I start with, and I always start with a beer and to start the evening. So cheers, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. I think that's probably one of the first beers I've had for at least a couple of weeks. So very, very nice. I'm enjoying that. So thank you very much. So yeah, good evening. So, good for you, Simon. If you feel comfortable doing that, absolutely, well done. So yeah, the quiz is very, very simple tonight. If you've just joined us for the first time, it's 50 questions spread over 50 rounds. 50 questions spread over 5 rounds, and all you need is a pen and paper. It's free to play. We're not going to suddenly shut everything off and you have to pay to come out the other side of it. It's free to play, so don't worry about that. You don't have to pay. And you don't need to sign into any apps. All you need is you just need a pen and paper, and that's it. We'll ask you the questions and give the answers later on. For the Saturday guys who could have dressed as a Dalek, yeah, I might do that further down the road. For those of you who enjoying the Saturdays, obviously we'll have dingbats and stuff in between the rounds. We don't normally do it on a Thursday because we've got quite a bit going on. But on a Saturday night, we put the dingbats on. And as always, so I'll put them on in the first break and I'll put them on in the second break. So we'll give you the answers later on so that you get a bit more time. So how are we all doing? Good evening. Have I got pants on? Yes, I have. I'm not standing up. I've also got my slippers on as well because I didn't think my shoes aren't that comfortable at the minute. I think my feet have changed. Keeping an eye on what's going on over there. Have I been to court? No, not been to court. Jumping in with the whole going out. I love that joke though. But yeah, thank you very much. For those of you, Alex has come up with some bright idea of doing a selfie kind of thing just before we start. So we'll do that just before we start the quiz, but we've got about 23 minutes to go before we get into that. I've got a few shout outs. There's a couple of birthdays, some come through from the Patreon, some from Facebook, and some from a few places as well. So we'll go through those. Just seeing hello to Team Tubag. I know you guys you've been here. I see you in the live chat all the time. So hello, good evening to you guys. I don't know what this is with the favourite sausage in the live chat. I don't actually have one. It's not something I actually have a preference over, I'm afraid. So if that disappoints people, I apologise. But Gareth says, hi to the gang, hi from the gang and crew. Can you tell Emma she's a letdown for not playing tonight? Emma, you're a letdown for not playing tonight. Hello to the Starlings, the Hegartys are back. No doubt the Fire Pitters are in there somewhere as well. I know you guys have been with us all the way through. And I say, if you're new, welcome along. Jebril, I love that. Jebril Normsky in Stockton-on-Tees. Hello, J Bond. Oh, that's going to stick now, isn't it? That rumour will start. No, I'm not going to be the new Bond. Who else have we got? Thank you very much, Yvonne. Thank you, Mark. Hello, Jay. Team GeForce in Chesterfield. Hello to you guys. Hope you're all well. Is that going out dress code or going out dress code? I don't know. Yeah. I think sort of going out, I wouldn't have the waistcoat on. I'd lose the waistcoat for that. But if I was just going out for a few drinks. So... can you ask Matthew to go and fill up the wine glasses? Matthew, Lauren says, can you go and fill up the wine glasses, please? She didn't say please, but I've added that on there. Tina says, just finishing your week 5 quiz. Wow. So you're the person who's been going back through and watching them all. John, it's our 1-year anniversary. Pleasure to spend it doing an internet quiz during lockdown. My girlfriend is very excited. Hopefully not for the first time this evening. Hello to you, John, and your girlfriend. Thank you very much for joining us. Can you tell Dean to do better in the quizzes? Dean, Shorty says do better in the quizzes. Eden Crew have been here since the beginning. Thank you very much, Rachel. Lovely to see you. Michaela, if you're here, we conquered the sausage question. I'll find out what that's all about at some point. Hello to whoever it was. I saw someone from... someone talking from Madrid. Hello, welcome from the COVID arms. Yes, good evening, Dave. Dave, are you sure you don't want me to mention the football today? Although I do like sort of the COVID arms, so I won't mention the football, especially after last night's result. So yeah, I definitely won't mention football, which is great. We've got something to talk about again, which is football. So yeah, now we know about the sausages. We already know what the favourite cheese is. That's Emma Mental. So yeah, we can't really go down that road. I don't know why my wife has chosen pantomime horse as fancy dress. Okay, now I see where you're going with that. So yeah, welcome along if you just joined us. Numbers are starting to jump up. So we've just got just over 20 minutes before we get going. No, hair's still not been cut. Yeah, it's all a bit odd. Brushed it and it sort of seems. I think some of it's falling out. Should a quiz host not be wearing a golden jacket? No. We've had this conversation with a few people about, the last thing I want to do. And I do like the guy. I think he's brilliant. But Oh, thank you. Yeah, I do like Stephen Mulhern, but I didn't want to turn up, 1 week looking like Stephen Mulhern. So, but I do like the guy. I think he's brilliant, Stephen. So, not that he'll be watching, not that he'll know anything. Yes, as always, the hashtag's just down below. Alex is gently reminding me there's loads of you already over there saying hello. But yeah, if you're on Twitter and Instagram, use the hashtag. Alex is over there twittering, sending everything, retweeting and sharing everything to our stories and everything and interacting. And he pulls out some of the great sort of shout outs from there. So if you are over there, like the ones he's just sent me, say hi to your biggest fans. Oh, thank you. To Al and Celia for Pensbury in Wirral. They never miss a quiz, so hello to you. Monkey Sharks, dressed and ready for action. Cheese and crackers. Thanks to Dax. Mother-in-law says, very smart. Thanks for that, Joe. What else we got? All set for our Saturday night. This is Gareth. Back work Monday, so making the most of it. We've not missed a quiz since lockdown began and we'll be carrying on even though I'm working. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, Gareth. Do appreciate that. Let me get rid of that and get rid of that one and get that one back on. Yeah, so good evening. Yeah, if you're wondering why I'm sort of not in a shirt, I'm in a shirt, but then why I'm sort of now got a suit jacket and a waistcoat on, because we decided to go. Everyone was doing dress up, so away, fancy dress and stuff. So we thought we'd pick a theme and see how many people we could get involved. So yeah, thank you very much. Can I do a shout out for Sophie, whose birthday is? There you go, Ben. Happy birthday, Sophie. Hope you're well. Someone wants to know what the Lego is. It's the Lego Friends set up there, and I've also got the Harry Potter one, the Privet Drive. Just pulled those out because we've not built them, had them for ages. So decided to build those this week. So yeah, that's why Harry Potter's up there. And obviously you can see the mugs as well. If you're with us on Thursday, you'll know what those are all about. Yeah, the link's down below. I'll talk a bit more about those a bit later on. And if you were with us on Thursday, don't forget we're giving away one of these chairs from Noble later on. So we'll talk to you about that at the end of the quiz, how you can win one of these. Massive thanks to Noble for firstly for gifting me this and then also giving one of these away. So thank you very much to them for that. Very much appreciate it. So yeah, Alex is sending me loads over. Getting ready for Saturday night's quiz. This is Emma. Can you give a shout out to my fiance Luke? It's his 30th birthday. Happy birthday, Luke. We play every week as a family. Can you please tell my brother Stephen McMahon not to cheat? Thank you. Oh yeah, if any of you are here, it's great controversy on the quiz I play on a Thursday night. I sort of inadvertently set up a few people, well, not a few people, but I play a quiz which is a smartphone quiz on a Wednesday and a Friday, and I didn't make Wednesdays, and I spoke to the guy who runs it. He's a good friend of mine, and he said they're cheating on the music round. What do we need to do? I said, well, you're doing speed quizzing. Get in touch with them. I'm sure they've got a little audio clip that you can put in that is Shazamable, but it doesn't show up on, so no one would have ever heard of it basically. And he caught 7 people out last night, and it was a bit controversial, which was good fun though. So I quite enjoyed that. Sat back. I think the thing is, I knew what the song was, so I sat back and made sure not to answer full stop, so I didn't get dragged into it. But Jay, can you wish Big Shazza Smith a happy birthday? Big happy birthday to Shazza Smith. Hi from sunny Barbados. Ooh, sun's just starting to creep out. Fingers crossed, we're going to be having a heatwave next week here in the UK. Fingers crossed. Please, please, please. Sit outside and do some work. Shout out to the Fletchers from Adam. Nice to see you. Thank you very much. Can you warn John Boy at the rough end the posh end is going to win tonight? John Boy, the posh end's going to beat the rough end tonight. Good luck with that. Let us know how you get on later. Use the hashtag. And also don't forget that we're working our chosen charity for the next 3 weeks. There's 5 rounds tonight. Chosen charity for the next few weeks is Springboard. Brilliant charity. A lot of you, for those of you who have known over been here for the last few weeks, I'm from the licensed trade and I've worked in pubs, managed pubs and stuff before, and run a pub of my own, and these guys really do help people get back into work in the hospitality hospitality sector. So couldn't think of a better charity to have them to be with. So thank you very much to Springboard. Thank you very much to you guys. That's the videos you saw probably before the quiz, and you'll also see in a little while, just in the middle of the break. just before your dingbats. So yeah, just over 15 minutes to go. So yeah, massive thank you on behalf of Springboard. I know they've been retweeting bits and pieces out, so thank you very much for them for their promotion as well. So do appreciate it. Si, why the suit? It's because we set a fancy dress tonight. A lot of people have been doing fancy dress, and we decided that we'd go for make it as simple for as many people to join in and get as many people to dress up as well. And I know Alex is, if you're just joining us, because we're up to just over 5,000 people, he wants to do a selfie just before the quiz. So I'm going to shuffle that way a little bit, and then you can all gather around the screen and take a picture. So, yeah. Hello to the shores. You got my attention. You got my attention. Nice try, Mr. Glitches. I'm not that stupid, so I won't be reading that out. Simon and Lynn, ready for going out night. Thanks, Simon. Please give a shout out to my great grandpa, Miles Windsor. He turned 90 recently. Thank you very much. Happy birthday to you, Miles, for a few weeks ago. The shout outs I've got from Facebook and stuff and Patreon I'll go through in the break. When I know there's more people, because I don't want them to miss out on it. Happy birthday to Alison Smith of East Bolden. Happy birthday, Alison. I like your suit. Are you George Clooney? No. Miles off of George Clooney. So, yeah. Let's have a look. Alex has got... So, yeah, if you are on Twitter and Instagram, please jump on over. I've just done that one. Not open the ones that Alex has done. I thought you meant fancy dress. To be fair, you guys look smart. So I'll that's from Caroline. So yeah, fair play. You guys do look smart. See, Alex is over on Twitter and Instagram, and he's sending them all over to me so I can have a read. Driving home from a day trip to visit the in-laws, so need to do the virtual pub quiz on the move. So you're driving along and doing the virtual pub quiz. Awesome. I'm traveling the length of the country. Jeremy and Melissa and I are here. Jerry and the hot spots even are here. Evening to you guys. So yeah, Alex is over on Twitter and Instagram. He's sending them all over to us. So yeah, use the hashtag and let us know how you get on. And if you are new around here as well, we do this. We do live quizzes on Thursday and Saturday, and we do specialist quizzes all the way through the week. Very, very, very interesting quiz tomorrow night. Keep an eye on the Facebook page, because there is a chance that it might be on YouTube and Facebook tomorrow. I'm still working on it, and it is a music-themed quiz, audio. You've been screaming and crying and shouting at me for audio, for an audio quiz, so it is on. So it is on tonight. On tomorrow night, so we will have live audio quizzes. We'll have audio tomorrow for a music quiz. Is it going to be live? I'm still working on it. So there'll definitely be a quiz at 7:30 tomorrow night. It might be pre-recorded, however, it might be live. So you'll only know if you come along tomorrow night. Granny Turpin from the Falkland Isles. Awesome. Yeah, we were joking during the week about, if you heard us on Thursday, about trying to see if we can get somewhere in all of the 50 states. I think that might be largely helped. If you are in the States and you've heard, it's up on my shelf somewhere, I'm doing an interview stroke special quiz. We'll put a link up on Facebook during the week to their channel, but we're doing a special quiz with a company called Flavia, this on early hours of Thursday morning. So Thursday night's quiz is going to be fun. I'm going to be exhausted. So, but yeah, so we're doing. I'm doing a specialist quiz with them, doing some gin tasting and stuff like that with them. So, but they've got a predominantly American audience. So I've been writing the quiz today based on an American audience for them. So that's been fun. And so yeah, I've been putting that together. So that's live on early hours of Thursday morning, and obviously will then be on their YouTube channel. So we'll put the link up for that during the week on Facebook. Hello from the Misfits. Kane in Bolton. Alex is really on it tonight. He's quick. Susanna, FaceTime Continuum. Well, half of us. Half of us at the Mo already decided on 80s tonight. Like that. What have we got? Shout out to the Saints for their 3-0 win yesterday. Hi to all the husbands. Hi to all the husbands' family in Southampton joining in from multiple households. That's from Amy. Emma, can you please say hi to the Elliott household who haven't missed the quiz since week 1? Hi, Emma and the Elliott household. And then final one from there. From Dan, wish Reese a brilliant 18th and hope he's been able to enjoy it with the rest of the Sawbridge worth massive. Many thanks from Danny, Sarah and the kids. Yes, so we've just got just over 10 minutes. So if you are new, because the numbers are jumping up as always. So if you are new, and I know I'm competing with football tonight, so the fact that we've still got 9,000 already at this point is great. So we've got, is it Liverpool Everton tonight? Someone will tell me in the live chat. So yeah, if you are new, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us and giving up your Saturday evening for a quiz with us. It's very, very simple to do. We've got 5 rounds of 10 questions spread across a few different categories. There's another different round tonight, basically 50-50 all the way through. So you've got a 50-50 chance of getting 10 out of 10, and you've got a 50-50 chance of getting the points, or getting nothing. But yeah, so it's 50 questions over 5 rounds. You don't need to pay for the quiz, so it's not going to get to the start of the quiz and that countdown stops and all of a sudden you can't get in. So it's free to play. We do have charities, so if you do fill in a position, the link's down below for Springboard, the charity that we're supporting. And that's it. All we need is pen and paper. Don't need any fancy apps to join in. All we need, pen and paper. Write down your answers. We give you the answers, and that's it. Job done. Nice and simple. And we all sort of get interactive and have a bit of a chat in this bit, because we also just want to make sure that everything's working before we do start the quiz. We don't want to jump in and go, right, that's it, quiz starts. It's Bournemouth v Palace. Was it Everton Liverpool tomorrow night then? Okay. I thought it was tonight. Bournemouth v Palace. Wow. And and Jill, my mother-in-law's watching the quiz at the moment. So you're watching the quiz and not watching your beloved Crystal Palace. Wow. What does that say about you, Jill? I'm only joking. She'll throw something. I only live across the road from her, so she'll probably be throwing something. There you go, Jill. If you're watching, you're winning 1-0. Palace is winning 1-0. So, so we've got just under 10 minutes to go before we start. So we always start, 8:15, the first question. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us. We will do this selfie that Alex is after. So we'll do that shortly. So you can all gather around your screens and whatever you've got and share it with us on the hashtag. So, there we go. And yeah, if you have just joined us and you're wondering what's going on, so we'll be giving away the chair from Noble later on at the end of the quiz. Yeah. So thank you very much for joining us. I'm trying to find. There we go. Knew that was coming. You on my phone, Palace on the telly. Well, that's multitasking. Well played, Joe. I'll give you that. Well played. Hello from Malta. Oh yeah. Hello to Malta. It's another. That's another place that I do want to visit. Luke J, will you ask Emma to marry me? We did this a few weeks ago. So Emma, if your partner is called Luke, he would like to know if you will marry him. Luke, it's now down to you to let us know whether or not she says yes. I've just seen another message in there, so yeah, fingers crossed for those guys. Andrea, yes, I did. I wasn't sure. I was going to leave it till the break. So Andrea, I've got your message on Patreon. So I've got the message at the side of me. So I was going to do it in the break for you, because I wasn't sure what time you'd come in. So yes, keep your eyes out for the break. Yeah, so we've got 7 minutes to go. Yeah, so let us know you're playing over on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Shouldn't merchandise be gin glasses and not tea mugs? Still have ordered a couple. Yeah, we went with the mugs because we thought they're generic for everybody to start with, and then we put them up. And thanks to you guys, by the way, as well. Just to clarify that, and it's always better when it comes from me, sort of out loud rather than on a message or what have you. So just to clarify, so we're sending the mugs through Prezi Box. They came to us and asked if they could do something, and we thought it was a great way to do. So. We're not, that's Alex and I and the virtual pub quiz, so that's, Alex and I, we're not making a penny from it. So the money that we make from Prezi Box, we will be donating to charity. So we've set them up because a lot of people kept asking about mementos for that behind me, that one, for the Guinness World Record. So that's why we've done it. So we've set those up so that you guys could have something to take away with you. And to have as a keep, and yeah, so the money that we make, so the money that we get in from Prezi Box is going to be donated to charity. So, and that's why I asked on Thursday night, I said, if you could let us know what charity you think will be deserving. And Alex and I then got the very, very, very difficult sort of task of trying to pick the charity out of it. So yeah, that's why we did it. We did that, and then a lot of people then came back and said, "Oh, could we not have this, or could we not have that?" So we are investigating and having a look at it. patrons, if you're in certain patrons, if you're not sure what that is, there's a link down below. So any patrons who are in who are on the top 2 tiers, I've been getting your emails during the week, so thank you so much for those. It makes my life easier. So I've got your notepads. I'm going to get them envelopes turned up today, so they'll all be dispatched, fingers crossed, on Monday. So should be with you hopefully by Thursday, all being well, for the next quiz. So your pens and everything, so they'll be out with you. And then obviously, you know, a lot of people have been asking, could we do this, could we do that? So we're going to look into it, but we didn't want to really go down that road because we didn't want it to sort of look like we were just suddenly, you know, selling all sorts of merchandise. But, well, you know, the mugs have gone well, so thank you very much to those. And obviously you'll end up with your, you know, there'll be another charity will benefit from it, which is good. Neil says not quite ready. I like that picture. And Charlie, Macy and Sadie in their finest fancy dress, looking good, girls, looking good. So yeah, so we've got just under 5 minutes, just over 4 minutes now, and we'll ask the first question. So with a minute to go, Alex has asked me if I can make sure that I'm put to one side so you guys can all take a selfie in your fancy dress, and it looks like I've sort of got involved. We were playing around with Zoom the other day, trying to get all set up on that. Ledley King, Molly, Ledley, got to speak to him this week. That's your answer to that one. It's Rachel and Paul Preston. Yes. No. Right. Okay. Rachel and Paul. I've got that as well. I've got that's on my list. So because you're on my Patreon's list. So I'll do that in the break for you because I want to do it justice rather than just half reading that. So yeah, you're on my list as well. So I've got it as well. So don't panic. Right. 3.5 minutes to go. 3.5 minutes. Yes, so thank you very much for... Well, I didn't even look. I've just looked across and we've got 18,000 people. So a very quick run through again, just so you know how this works tonight. If you are new, if you're not new, you'll be sat there going, we know how this works, Jay, shut up. So how it works is we've got 5 rounds, 10 questions in each round. There's a picture round as well. All you need to do is grab yourselves a pen and a bit of paper, and that's it. You don't have to pay to play the quiz. You don't need any fancy apps. That's it. Listen to me ask the questions. We will take a break in the middle after 30 questions. We'll then give you the answers to the first 30, and then what we'll do is we'll then do the final 2 rounds. We've got dingbats in between, so dingbats go up on screen in between so that you've got something to work on. It's not part of the main quiz, the dingbats, but it's entirely up to you whether or not you want to include it in your score. I know a lot of you do, and I know a lot of you don't. So they are there for you in case you want to play, along with the dingbats. There you go. There's another marriage proposal coming in now. Where are we? I've lost it now. Oh, I've lost it. Hang on, let me see if I scroll back up. Still waiting to find out if the other one said yes. No, I've lost it. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's gone. Yeah, no, nice try, Jack. I listen to Chris Moores as well, so I know exactly who that is. Unless you're going to try and get it on there, but I'm not falling for that one. Barlow's from Stoke are all dressed up and ready for another quiz. Happy birthday to Edward Whittaker. Shout out to my granddad, Bob Frapples. Watching with him, he's 101 today. Wow, is that the oldest person we've got watching? Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. So... Right, I am going to shuffle to one side in a second. So if you wanted to take, I think Alex has put this over social media today. So if you want to take a selfie, sort of all gather around TV screens or whatever it might be, I'm going to shuffle across to one side so you can all gather around your TVs. This was Alex's idea, and then share it across on social media. So I'm going to shuffle across. Good job, this has got wheels. So I'm going to shuffle across. I'm going to come to here, and then I will do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, housemate's doing it. Yeah, you're doing it the wrong way. So I'll go 5, 4, because you need me to smile as well. 3, 2, 1. I'll stay for a bit. And there we go. Right. Hopefully we've got that. Hold selfie for a few seconds for enough time. Was that not enough time? Hang on. There we go. Right. Okie dokie. Right, we've got 30 seconds to go. Seriously, if someone said to me 13 weeks ago, this is what I'd be doing on my Saturday night towards the end of lockdown, I would have thought you were mad. So, yeah. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us. So 20 seconds to go and we'll get through. Oh, I need to change my thing to that one. Yeah, so I'm going to have to take my suit jacket off in a minute because it is very warm in here. I'll be sweating by the end of it. Oh, yeah, live chat. Right. So yeah, those selfies. Let me just live chat. We always switch to live chat off, so if you're wondering why it's going off, it's because we don't want people to cheat. And as much as we say, please don't put the answers in the comments, people still tend to, which is a bit of a shame. So yeah, thank you very much for joining us. Let's get into the quiz. If you have taken a selfie, stick it across hashtag Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz on Insta and Twitter, and Alex will share all of those around, and we'll have a look at them later on. Right, let's get into the quiz then. We start, as always, round one with entertainment. Here we go. So, number one, Ralph Macchio, Elizabeth Shue, and Pat Morita star in which 1984 martial arts film? So, Ralph Macchio, Elizabeth Shue, and Pat Morita star in which 1984 martial arts film? Thanks, Steve. Number two, Isaac Hayes won an Academy Award for Best Original Song with which film? So Isaac Hayes won an Academy Award for Best Original Song with which film? Number three, and who played the character in the 2000 reboot of the film before? So who played the character in the 2000 reboot? Number four, who won Best Actress at the Academy Awards playing Erin Brockovich? So who won Best Actress at the Academy Awards playing Erin Brockovich? Put my chair too far over. There we go. Wouldn't have been able to do that with the other chair. Didn't have wheels. Number five, you put the boom boom into my heart. You send my soul sky high when your loving starts. Name the song. So you put the boom boom into my heart. You send my soul sky high when your loving starts. Name the song. Just seeing the numbers have jumped up. If you have just joined us, don't panic. Alex will put the first 3 rounds up on Twitter and Instagram when we've finished giving them out. So if you have missed any, don't panic because you've just joined us. They will be up on Twitter and Instagram if you've missed any. Number 6, Lady Gaga and which singer stroke actor, I meant to put the stroke actor in there, secured a number 1 in 2018 with the song Shallow? I think he's more well known as an actor than a singer, but if you get a number 1, you're known as a singer. So Lady Gaga and which singer secured a number 1 in 2018 with the song Shallow? Number 7, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr., among others, were unofficially known collectively as what? So Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr., among others, were unofficially known collectively as what? There's my first spelling mistake of the evening. Number 8. The second round of which kids' 90s TV show was the Fun Kart Grand Prix? So the second round of which kids' 90s TV show was the Fun Kart Grand Prix? Number 9. Craig Kilborn, Jon Stewart, and Trevor Noah have all presented which American late-night talk show? So Craig Kilborn, Jon Stewart, and Trevor Noah have all presented which American late-night talk show? And finally, for entertainment, number 10. First aired in 1961, name the BBC TV show presented by Anne Robinson, Des Lynam, Terry Wogan, and Jeremy Vine. And it's still going today as well. So first aired in 1961, name the BBC TV show presented by Anne Robinson, Des Lynam, Terry Wogan, and Jeremy Vine. Okay, so round 2. I'm just going to bring up my document because I can't remember what I actually called it in the end. So round 2. There we go. So what came first? So I'm going to give you 2 options. I can close that down now. I'm going to give you 2 options. So that's why I said it was going to be 50-50. So you've got 50-50 chance with every single one of these. So it's what came first out of the 2 options that I'm going to give you. Okay. So there's all sorts in here. There's some music, there's some history, there's all kinds of things coming up. We'll start with number 1. So what came first? Did the Titanic sink or Queen Victoria die? So which of those 2 things came first? The Titanic sunk or Queen Victoria died? Sorry to mute the microphone. I didn't think you'd want to hear me opening a bottle of beer. Okay, number 2. Which came first? Concorde's first flight or Margaret Thatcher became Prime Minister? So which of these came first? Concorde's first flight or Margaret Thatcher became Prime Minister? This was originally going to be another one of those date rounds, but then I've not done that since the first week, and I thought I'd get lynched if I did. So, guess the year. Number 3, Channel Tunnel opens, or the UK last won Eurovision. So which of those came first? The Channel Tunnel opened, or UK last won Eurovision? Number 4. The Blitz in World War II or the RAF is formed. Which of those two came first? So the Blitz in World War II or the RAF is formed. Number 5. Mamma Mia was released in cinemas, or the Star Wars The Force Awakens was released in cinemas. Which of those came first? So Mamma Mia or Star Wars The Force Awakens. I keep forgetting as well. I keep looking down there, and that's where the camera normally is, but I've moved it around today, so it's up there. I'll get used to it. Number 6. What came first, Live Aid or England won the Football World Cup? Which came first, Live Aid or England won the Football World Cup? Number 7. What came first, the moon landing or JFK became president? So which came first, the moon landing or JFK became president? When I tested this round out on someone earlier, it really is, I think you're either going to end up with full marks or not a lot. But we'll see how you get on. Number 8. George W. Bush became president or Tony Blair became prime minister. Which one came first? That's George W. Bush Jr. No, it's George W. Bush. Very nearly gave you a clue then. I'm glad I kept my gob shut. So George W. Bush becomes president or Tony Blair becomes prime minister. Number 9. Which of these were the first to win? Which of these won a First Division title first? Preston North End or Manchester United? So which of these two clubs won a First Division, not Premier Division? Let me clarify. Original Football Division, original First Division. So which one won it first? The First Division title, Preston North End or Manchester United? Who won one first? Okay, and finally, Ed Sheeran's Thinking Out Loud or One Direction, What Makes You Beautiful? Which came first? So Ed Sheeran Thinking Out Loud or One Direction, What Makes You Beautiful? So if you have just joined us, I did mention it before, but if you have just joined us and you've missed any of the beginning part of the quiz, don't worry. Alex has it all over social media if you want to see any of the, if you need to catch up with any of the questions so far. So don't worry, you won't miss out and you'll have a bit of time in the break to catch up on those. So round 3 is your picture round, mixed bag of everything. We'll start with this. Number 1, name the island. So name the island associated with that flag. Number 2, name the Britain's Got Talent winners. Name the Britain's Got Talent winners. Again, if you need more time with the pictures, they will be up on social if you need them. Number 3, who is this as a child? Who is this as a child? Number 4, what make of car is this? Not the manufacturer, but what make of car is this? Number 5, what was this child advertising? So what was this child advertising? I know if you know there is a clue in there, but it's not a complete clue. Number 6, name the British motor racing circuit. Name the British motor racing circuit. Number 7, what are these islands collectively known as? So what are these islands collectively known as? Number 8, who is this? Who is this guy? Number 9, which city would you find this in? So what city would you find this? And finally, number 10, name the game. So name the game for number 10. Okay, so if you have missed any of those, don't panic. They're up on Twitter and Instagram now. Alex has put them, and he's also been sharing up your dressing up and your selfies and everything. So he's absolutely in his element over on Twitter and Instagram at the moment. He's absolutely loving them. He'll send some over to me. I'll have a look through them later on. So thank you very much for doing that. But like I say, if you have missed any of the first 3 rounds, they're over on Twitter and Instagram now as we speak. So we're going to take a short break. This is the order of day for the short break. The wonderful Fred has recorded the intro. You've probably seen it if you saw. If you were with us before the quiz started. So wonderful Fred has recorded an intro for Springboard. We've got a short video from Springboard. I will then put your dingbats up, and then when I come back, I've got a few shout outs that I want to go through for a couple of patrons and a couple of really important ones, or really nice ones that I saw going through Facebook earlier. So I will be back with you in about 5 minutes time. That'll see you shortly.
Hello, how are you? I'm Fred Syriax. I want to tell you about Springboard. Springboard is a charity that helps thousands of young disadvantaged people get into training, education and full-time employment within the hospitality industry. I've been very fortunate to work with Springboard for a number of years now on many different campaigns and initiatives, including National Waiters Day, which we launched with Anne Pierce a few years back. Now, before you are able to show off your knowledge in the quiz, I want to show you a short video, one of the many thousands of success stories that Springboard has helped to create. Enjoy and good luck with the quiz.
really hard. Being a single parent and sitting in the house day in and day out. Knowing I could be somebody, do something, I just couldn't find the mindset to figure that out. My daughter was 12 at the time, but what kind of life was I giving her? My mind would just torment me and drive me to depression. But when I thought it couldn't get any worse, I was diagnosed with cervical cancer. My mind spiralled out of control. I felt I had failed as a woman. I tried to hide my illness from my daughter at first. I couldn't bring myself to tell her. Eventually, it was inevitable. I broke it to her. The thought she would lose me sent her into a world of depression. 6 grueling months into my treatment for cancer, I had a breakthrough. I'd been given the all clear by the doctors. I was going to live. That day, it was like I had an epiphany. It was time to make something of myself and prove to my daughter there is a better life. There was an advert on Facebook. It was called Learning for Life by Springboard. The course itself has changed my life, completely. Not just for work-wise qualifications, but for confidence. Springboard truly saved my life. That course taught me to be a superhero. I finally had a network around me that was teaching me things I thought I could never be. And now, 12 months later, I'm working at Wee Jimmy's as a bartender/waitress. I'm finally showing my daughter a better life. To the bottom of my heart, thank you to Springboard. I don't know if they know how much they actually change people's lives.
Hello, it's me. I'm up in the top corner. Don't worry, I'm leaving your dingbats up for a little while, but while you're working those out and thinking those through, I've just shut my phone down, so I've lost Alex. Yeah, while you're having a look and thinking those through, he's just sent me a message. He said he's absolutely loving the selfies. Might have to do it weekly, and it is lovely because I've got a video coming in a couple of weeks where you guys see what I do, what it takes to put the quiz together, all the things that we, Alex and I sort of do, on a day-to-day basis. So, sort of almost like a week in the life to show, how much work does go into this. And so I've got that, but all I see is a camera. I don't see you guys. So when those pictures come through, it's really, really lovely. And I told the story on Thursday night about I went to see my mum who wasn't very well. And I've been in a bubble in Darwin, so I know, loads of people in Darwin, and, you guys have been brilliant saying hello and what have you, and you're really enjoying the quizzes, and, shout out to all of you guys. But you know, it was a lovely young girl who I saw a drive-through McDonald's that was empty, which was I think a rare thing at the moment. So I dove in there, and she just looked absolutely sort of stunned that, you know, this person who's been talking to this camera for the last 13 weeks was there ordering some food. So I said hello to those guys, the Glowworm Services, sort of in Bushy. But if you're watching again, hello to you guys. But yeah, it was, you know, it was the first time I've been out of that bubble. So it made me realise sort of a bit of a shock to the system as to how many people. I can see the numbers, but you never really know until you're actually out sort of in the big wide world that people are that are actually, you know, sort of watching. So it was very lovely to see, and obviously get well soon to my mum as well. Right, I've got 4 shout outs here that I had earlier, 2 from the patrons that I saw. So, and you guys have seen this in the live chat. So Andrea Mark, I had it, see? Happy birthday, happy 18th birthday to Jess. Happy birthday. I'd love to say I remember that, my 18th, Jess, but I'm 38, so that was 20 years ago. I was back home in London, that's about all I remember. So Jess, I hope you've had a really, really good day. That's from Andrea Marks. I hope you've had a really, really good day and you've enjoyed yourself for your 18th. Congratulations. Rachel and Paul, again, Patreons. Happy 11th wedding anniversary to you guys. Congratulations. I'm up to, this is going to be awkward. I'm up to 4 years beginning of next month. So yeah, congratulations to you guys. This is a lovely, sweet one that I saw earlier. This is from Sam, age 9 years old. This is for Bill and June Stemp. It's their golden wedding anniversary today. And Sam wanted to say congratulations to them. So happy golden wedding anniversary to Bill and June. And a very, very special birthday. And it's worded as a guy called Steve. Steve, he's from Darwin with his wife Sally. It was his 21st birthday yesterday. So happy birthday to Steve, and that's from your wife Sally. So I hope you guys have had a good day as well yesterday, and you've enjoyed sort of whatever the best that you can make out of your birthday. So right, I'm going to leave these up for another 30 seconds. I'm then going to take them down. And I'll put them back up in the second break. So you've got a bit more time with them. And we'll go through the answers to the first part of the quiz. Yes. So, but yeah, Alex is over on Twitter and Instagram. He said that the selfies are lovely, so keep sharing them on our hashtag. You know, absolutely brilliant to see, and it really is. It is lovely to see because it sort of puts people out there. With Patreon guys, if you're on, anyone who's watching, obviously we've got Patreon quiz coming up a week tomorrow. I'm still trying to work on something because the numbers we had last time, I think I might do something a bit special with it, but I'm still working. Lots of ideas at the moment working. Right, I'm going to take these down. In 3, 2, 1. But don't worry, they will come back up. Okay, they will come back up. So yeah, so we're going to go through the answers. So just a couple of seconds. I'm going to take a sip of my beer. Alex has just not one in. Wish Reese a brilliant 18th, and I hope he's been able to enjoy it from the west of the. Oh no, I said that before. Oh, they must have missed it. So yeah, happy birthday, Reese. Happy 18th to you as well. And there is another one finally before I go through the answers. I do want to say, and I'm a father myself, so massive happy Father's Day to any of you out there who are fathers. I hope you get spoilt tomorrow and enjoy your day, you know, breakfast in bed and all of that caper that you'd normally do for Mother's Day. I hope you really, really enjoy it. I'm a father, so hopefully, fingers crossed, other than maybe doing the quiz live tomorrow night, I'm hoping to have sort of a nice relaxing day with my 3-year-old tomorrow. So yeah, happy Father's Day to any of you who are fathers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers even. Really do hope you enjoy your days tomorrow. Okay, right, let's get through your answers then. That one. To your first 3 rounds. So round 1 was your entertainment. Number 1, Ralph Macchio, Elizabeth Shue, and Pat Morita star in which 1984 martial arts film? It was, of course, The Karate Kid. Number 2, Isaac Hayes won an Academy Award for Best Original Song with which film? It was Shaft. And who played the character, and I can now say it, in the Shaft reboot in 2000? It was Samuel L. Jackson. Number 4, who won Best Academy? Who won Best Actress at the Academy Awards playing Erin Brockovich? It was Julia Roberts. Number 5, you put the boom boom into my heart. You set my soul sky high when your loving starts. It is, of course, Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. Number 6, Lady Gaga. And which singer secured a #1 in 2018 with the song Shallow? It was Bradley Cooper. Number 7, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr., among others, were unofficially known collectively as what? It was the Rat Pack. See, that surprised me when I was looking at that yesterday. I thought they were officially known. I thought they were known as the Rat Pack, but apparently that label was always unofficial. Oh, there you go. Number 8, the second round of which kids' 90s TV show was the Fun Kart Grand Prix? It was Funhouse. That was with Pat Sharp and the twins. Number 9, Craig Kilborn, Jon Stewart, and Trevor Noah have all presented which American late night talk show? It is, of course, The Daily Show. And finally, for entertainment, number 10, first aired in 1961, name the BBC TV show presented by Anne Robinson, Des Lynam, Terry Wogan, and Jeremy Vine. It was, of course, Points of View. Round 2, so it was what came first out of these. So I've got the dates in there, but I might have mixed some of them up, but I'll get through them. So, number 1. Which came first, the Titanic sunk or Queen Victoria died? Queen Victoria died first, so she died in 1901. Titanic sunk in 1912. So Queen Victoria will get you the point. Number 2, Concorde's first flight or Margaret Thatcher became Prime Minister. So it's Concorde will get you the point. Concorde's first flight was 1969. Margaret Thatcher became Prime Minister in 1979. Number 3, the Channel Tunnel opens or UK last won Eurovision. This was a close one. Channel Tunnel came first. The Channel Tunnel was opened in 1994, and Eurovision, it was Katrina and the Waves in 1997. Number 4, the Blitz in World War II or the RAF was formed, and it is the RAF. The RAF were formed in 1918. The Blitz occurred between 1940 and 1941. Number 5, Mamma Mia released in cinemas or Star Wars Force Awakens? It was Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia was released in 2008. The Star Wars The Force Awakens was 2015. Number 6, Live Aid or England won the Football World Cup. It was, of course, England winning the Football World Cup in 1966. Live Aid was 1985. Number 7, the moon landing or JFK became president. It was JFK becoming president. He became president in 1961. The moon landing was 1969. JFK will get you the point. Number 8, George W. Bush became president or Tony Blair becomes prime minister. It was Tony Blair. Tony Blair became prime minister of the United Kingdom in 1997. George W. Bush became president in 2001. Number 9, who won the First Division title first? Preston North End or Manchester United? It was Preston North End. Preston won their first title in 1889. Manchester United won their first one in 1908. So Preston North End will get you the point. And finally, number 10, Ed Sheeran Thinking Out Loud or One Direction's What Makes You Beautiful? It was One Direction. One Direction in 2011. And Ed Sheeran's Thinking Out Loud was 2014. I didn't realise it was that old. I was looking for an Ed Sheeran song that sort of was a bit further back. I didn't realise that was that old. And your picture round then. Number 1, name the island. That is the island of Guernsey. Number 2, name the BGT winners. It is Calabro. Number 3, who was this as a child? It was Robbie Williams. Number 4, what make of car is this? Well, didn't want the manufacturer, wanted the make. It is a Nissan, and it is a Nissan Leaf. My friends at Chorley Group, if you got that wrong, I'll be disappointed. Number 5, what was this child advertising? It was Milky Bars. Okay, Alex has just sent this through. What does he want? He said make, not the manufacturer. So the make, as into manufacturer, Nissan was the manufacturer. The make or model basically was Leaf, Nissan Leaf. But if you put Nissan, you can have both. So if you put Nissan, you can have the point. There you go. Everyone gets a point. Done that one. Number 6, name the British motor racing circuit. It was Silverstone. Number 7, what are these islands collectively known as? They're known as the Canary Islands. Number 8, who is this? It's Will Smith. Ooh, where's that gone? Number 9. Ooh, I've given you the first question, probably the first answer to the next round. Number 9, which city would you find this? It's Dubai. And finally, number 10, name the game. It's Tiddlywinks. Okay, so I'll give you a couple of seconds. I know some of you are playing against people in your own house, so you might want to tot up their scores and pass their sheets back over, etc. So I'll give you a couple of seconds on that. There we go. Yeah, I've been rejigging everything in where I sit in the dining room, so I think I need to lower the certificates down a bit. I'll sort it out this week. Okay. So we've got 2 rounds to go. If I can put the right ones up. There we go. 2 rounds to go, and obviously your answers to your dingbats to come shortly, but I'll put them back on screen so you've got a bit more time just to get your answers together with those. So we've got food and drink to come and general knowledge. A lot, if you are new and you're wondering what general knowledge is, I mispronounced it, well, misspelt it on my Word document, then read it out loud, and it has stuck ever since. So there are a lot of people now who are going around saying that it's general knowledge, not general knowledge, and we've got Stephen Fry to say it a few weeks ago on one of the takeovers. So here we go. Let's get into this then. Food and drink to start with question 1. Worcester sauce is traditionally added to which drink? Worcester sauce is traditionally added to which drink? Number 2, beef and tomato, chicken and mushroom, and Bombay Bad Boy are flavours of what kind of quick snack stroke meal? I didn't want to just say quick snack because a lot of you eat it as just a meal. So beef and tomato, chicken and mushroom, and Bombay Bad Boy are flavours of what kind of quick snack stroke meal? Number 3, what is the main alcohol in a margarita? Margaritas. So what is the main alcohol in a margarita? Number 4, rich tea, nice, and digestive are all types of what? So rich tea, nice, and digestive are all types of what? Number 5, the red car and the blue car had a race. All that Red could do was stuff his face. are lines from which chocolate bar advert? So the red car and the blue car had a race. All that red could do was stuff his face are lines from which chocolate bar advert? Number 6. In which restaurant would you find the following types of chicken? Lemon and herb, mango and lime, and peri peri. So in which restaurant would you find the following types of chicken? Lemon and herb, mango and lime, and peri peri. Number 7. Iceberg and cos are types of what? So iceberg and cos are types of what? Number 8. Chocolate, shortbread, and which other ingredient make up millionaire shortbread? The single best thing in the world, I might add. But chocolate, shortbread, and what other ingredient make up millionaire shortbread? Number 9. Thatchers, Brothers, and Strongbow are types of what? So Thatchers, Brothers, and Strongbow are types of what? And finally, number 10. Horseradish is traditionally served with which roast meat? So horseradish is traditionally served with which roast meat? I know there might be some of you who have it with different meats, but this is the traditional serving of it. And then 10 general knowledge questions to finish. We start with number 1. Who is the current president of France? So who is the current president of France? Number 2. In which country would you find the motor racing circuit de Catalunya? So which country would you find this motor racing circuit de Catalunya? Number 3. You'll Never Walk Alone was originally from which musical? So You'll Never Walk Alone was originally from which musical? Number 4, in football, what does the A stand for in VAR? So in football, what does the A stand for in VAR? Number 5, what is longer in distance, 1 furlong or 1 mile? So what is longer in distance, 1 furlong or 1 mile? Number 6, who was Queen Elizabeth I's mother? So who was Queen Elizabeth I's mother? Question 7, what does the G stand for in GMT? GMT, not GNT. Number 8, what tourist destination would you find at the junction of Broadway and 7th Avenue? So what tourist destination would you find at the junction of Broadway and 7th Avenue? We've got 2 to go. Number 9. There were 3 Olympic class ocean liners. Olympic, Titanic, and which other? So there were 3 Olympic class ocean liners. Olympic, Titanic, and which other? And finally then, question 10. What was the name of Dennis the Menace's pet dog? So what was the name of Dennis the Menace's pet dog? And that's your 50 questions for tonight. So we'll take a short break. I'm going to pop the dingbats back on so you can have a final look at those. Just take a short break of about a few minutes just so that you can get all your answers together. Just looking about right on time tonight, which is good. So yeah, we'll take a short break, put the dingbats back up so you can have a look at those. We'll go through the answers to those last 2 rounds. Tie break if you need it, and then don't forget I'll be giving telling you how you can win one of these chairs. The fantastic guys at Noble, they gifted one to me because they wanted to, and then they said, you know what, we'd like to give one away to the people who watch, so we thought we'd do it on Saturday night. So yeah, thank you very much to the guys at Noble. So we'll be telling you how you can win one of these after at the end of the quiz. If you've missed any of those questions, or you're not sure of any of them, or you want to check anything, Alex has put them back up on social media, on Twitter and Instagram. And yeah, so I'm going to put your dingbats up, and I'll see you again shortly. Hello, it's me again. Don't worry, I'm up in the corner. I'm not going to give you a couple more minutes before the dingbats. I'm just waiting. Need to load up the document that's got the answers in them as well. Yeah, lots of Alex has just messaged me. Lots and lots of engagement on Twitter. He's gone with this idea for next week. If you've been with us for a while, you know that normally I'm in a checkered shirt, or that's the way it was for the first at least few of the live quizzes. So he has decided that we're going to go with the theme of dress up like me next week, which is going to be slightly frightening to see. So yeah, dress up. His what he said was next Saturday, fancy dress theme, checkered shirt, dress up like Jay, glasses, anything checkered, as always optional, but some of you have done it, suggested, and Alex liked it. So there you go, that's Alex's message. There's a few people asking on the stream on Twitter and Instagram what are we talking about with regards to the mugs. So we had them up on Thursday. I was drinking out of one of them. I'll do it when I go bigger in a minute. I'll show you what they are. They're on Prezi Box. We're not making anything from them. All the money that we get from Prezi Box, we're donating to charities, which there was a Facebook post about it on Thursday night, where we were asking for people to donate charities, and then don't mention their charities that they want to, that feel deserving, and then Alex and I will have the really, really difficult task of trying to pick one. So right, okay, yeah, cool. Right, so I'm going to take the dingbats down in 3. No, I'm not. I'm going to give you the answers. So I'm going to leave them on screen, but I'm going to give you the answers, and I need to load that. Jay, organised as always. Right, so your dingbat answers then. Put your pens down. No more cheating. So, number 1. Back in 5 minutes for number 1. Number 2, sit on the fence. Number 3, beat around the bush. Number 4, diamond in the rough. Number 5, holy water. Number 6, foghorn. Number 7, going around in circles. Number 8, little house on the prairie. And number 9, long overdue. Okay, so I'll just let you put your scores together for that. I'll show you this while I'm doing it. Yeah, so there's 2 designs on there. I'll try and get it in focus. Yes, there's 2 designs on there. There's that one. I'm a world record holder, so if you're with us for the as a keepsake, if you were with us for the world record challenge, which is up behind me there, where we broke the world record for the live stream and a quiz. So there's one of those, and then there's a customizable one as well. Things like winner. I know a lot of you have been sharing trophies and stuff around in your competitions and stuff. So there's a couple of customizable ones there. The link is down below. Normally I did put the link up on screen on Thursday, but I've forgotten it tonight. But the link is down in the description. So, and all of the money, like I say, that we raise will be donating to a charity that we'll pick from the list on Thursday. So again, if you want to find that post on Thursday from Thursday night and comment on your charity, please do. Right, let's give you the answers then to the last 2 parts of this quiz. Find the right button. It's that one. Here we go. So round 4 was food and drink. Number 1, Worcester sauce is traditionally added to which drink? It's a Bloody Mary. Number 2, beef and tomato, chicken and mushroom, and Bombay Bad Boy are flavours of what kind of snack? Quick snack or meal? It's a pot noodle. Number 3, what is the main alcohol in margarita? It is tequila. Number 4, rich tea, nice, and digestives are all types of what? They're all types of biscuit. Number 5, the red car and the blue car had a race. All that Red could do was stuff his face. A lines from which chocolate bar advert? It was, of course, Milky Way. Number 6, in which restaurant would you find the following types of chicken? Lemon and herb, mango and lime, and peri peri. It is, of course, Nando's. How many people will be queuing at the door when they reopen those doors? Number 7, iceberg and cos are what type of types of what? They're types of lettuce. Number 8, chocolate, shortbread, and which other ingredient make up Millionaire shortbread? It is, of course, caramel. The best in the world. Absolutely adore Millionaire shortbread. Number 9, Thatcher's, Brothers, and Strongbow are types of what? They are types of cider. And number 10, horseradish is traditionally served with which roast meat? It is traditionally served with beef. However, I am aware some families have different traditions. If you can all agree on it, you can have a point if you've put something different. If you can't agree on it, beef is the answer. Can't say fairer than that. Round 5 was general knowledge. Number 1, who is the current president of France? It's Emmanuel Macron. Number 2, in which country would you find the Circuit de Catalunya? It is Spain. Number 3, You'll Never Walk Alone was originally from which musical? It was Carousel. Number 4, in football, what does the A stand for in VAR? It is assistant. Number 5, what is longer in distance? 1 furlong or 1 mile? It is 1 mile. Number 6, who was Queen Elizabeth I's mother? It's Anne Boleyn. Number 7, what does the G stand for in GMT? It's Greenwich. If you misheard me and thought I said GNT, it is gin. But Greenwich was the answer we're looking for. Number 8, what tourist destination would you find at the junction of Broadway and 7th Avenue? It's Times Square. Number 9, there were 3 Olympic class ocean liners, Olympic, Titanic, and which other? It was Britannica. And finally, number 10, what was the name of Dennis the Menace's pet dog? It was, of course, Nasher. Okay, I'll put your tiebreaker if you need it up on the screen shortly. So I'll just give you a couple of seconds to add up your scores. Tiebreaker is always, as always, is whoever gets nearest to it gets the point if you're competing with people. So let's find that now. It's on that one. Here it is. So how many different clubs have won the FA Cup? So how many different clubs have won the FA Cup? I know a few of you said I went a bit quick with the tiebreak on Thursday night, so I will give you a few more seconds than I would do normally so that you've got enough time to think and put your answer down. So yeah, don't forget, let us know how you got on across social media. So you've got the hashtag just below, hashtag Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz. Let us know your scores, but hang fire on letting us know yet, because I want to let you know how you could possibly win the chair that I'm sat in. Firstly, let's give you the answer to this. He says, there it is. There have been 43 different clubs have won the Football Association Cup, the FA Cup. So 43 clubs, different clubs have won it. Okay, so that is your quiz for this evening. Firstly, I did forget, and I meant to do this earlier, but happy birthday to a friend of mine, Stacey, for Monday. I know we should have all been out drinking this weekend, but happy birthday to you. We'll do it when we're allowed back out to play. Right, so how can you win this behind me, this Noble chair? Thank you very much again to the guys at Noble Chairs who have gifted this to me. I never asked for them. They came and spoke to us and said that they wanted to do something for us, so very much appreciative. And then they said, we want to give one away to the people who watch. So to win this, all you've got to do is you've got 44 minutes. Let us know over, and we're only doing this on Twitter, so apologies if you haven't got Twitter or etc. We're only doing this on Twitter just for reasons for the competition. So all you need to do, use a hashtag Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz. Let us know how you got on. You can do it in any way, put your score down, etc. Or it's here somewhere. I've got it in my notebook. Like that way around. Hold up your score with everyone, etc. So all you need to do is that. Let us know how you got on tonight on hashtag Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz. We will pick a winner just after 10 o'clock tonight. So if you are watching this on catch up, obviously, unfortunately, please don't, well, still let us know how you got on, but you won't be eligible for the competition. But yeah, let us know, hashtag Jay's Virtual Pub Quiz, how you got on tonight. And before, just after 10 o'clock tonight, Alex and I will pick a winner at complete random. We're not going to sit there and scroll through. We've got a bit of software that we can put everyone in. It will search through the hashtag and it will pick someone out at random to win the chair, and we will get in contact with them. So that's how you need to do it. Thank you very much to the guys at Noble Chairs for that. And that's it. That is your quiz for this evening. Thank you so much, as always. Thank you again to Springboard, who are our chosen charity for the next 3 weeks. Their link is in the description. If you want to let us know, if you want to show that your support to them, fantastic charity doing great work in the hospitality sector with people who are out of work at the moment. So please have a look at their story. And if you are in a position, please do donate. Other than that, that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching, as always. Thank you very much for joining us on a Saturday night. We competed with the football and we have more people than last week. Just goes to show. And that's it. So, yeah, I'm going to finish on that. I need to find my thing. Where is it? That one and that one. So, as always, we finish off as a massive thank you to the Patreons who have supported us. In the top 3 tiers, they're entitled to their name in the credits. So that's what's coming up next, and all of our social media. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon.